Spoken words are funny animals, if you really listen to them. Regional dialect will have a lot to do with it. People in the New England states of America will pronounce words with an R without an R. Therefore, they will park their car in the yard, but you know they're actually parking their car in the yard. Funny thing I've noticed about the way they talk, the R doesn't totally disappear, it actually migrates. You see it show up in the back end of words that end in a vowel. So therefore, somebody on the opposite side of the planet will park their car in China. Listen to them. You'll catch it. Speaking of migrating R's, here's a word. How often have you heard somebody pronounce it wash? You know what they're saying. It just comes out wash, not wash. I have a theory about that. I blame it on our school systems trying to educate children as to who the first president of the United States was. Just when they're trying to say George Washington, the R just kind of follows into the first part of his name and becomes George Washington. It sticks with them for the rest of their life. Then again, we had two other presidents, I guess, with the first name of George. I don't hear anybody pronouncing Bush as Birch, so like I said, just a theory. R's are kind of hard to pronounce. Some countries they actually roll them. In the United States, we don't. Here's a word. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Why is it when I use it in a sentence, it sounds like mirror? Just merely one syllable instead of mirror. I guess it's just easier to say. People seem to know what I'm talking about. It looks the same when I look into it. Another word I've heard pronounced different ways is toilet. TV character Archie Bunker, they had him pronounce it turlet. My mom says it toilet. Either way, gets the same job done. Sometimes names, especially famous names, can be pronounced differently. Here's one that's important. Jesus. I've heard famous people even. Billy Graham will say it differently. North Carolina dialect, he's got a daughter that says it the same way. It's like it's spelled with two E's and a Z. It's Jesus. Listen to him. You'll catch it. The main thing is, as long as it's a Jesus of the Bible, that's what's important. Because if they're pushing a Jesus other than God in a human body, whose death on the cross paid the penalties for your sin, who rose again from the grave to prove he had the power over death. If it's a Jesus other than that, run the other way. The Mormons tout a Jesus. It's not the same Jesus. Once you get into their religion deep enough, it's not the same person. It's very important that you get the Jesus of the Bible and build your relationship with God through him. Once you do, you'll be a member of God's family and a joint heir with Jesus. You'll spend your eternity in heaven. When you get there, look me up. I plan on being there too. Only because of Jesus. I'll see you later.